Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Letters to Air, where we spill the tea and share truths that heals us. Today's episode is extra special. It's about the books that have transformed us, shook us to our core, and dare I say, saved us.
All right, y'all. Today's topic is about the books that hit different. The ones that left us thinking, how have I lived this long life without this knowledge? Books could be like therapists, best friends, and mirrors all at the same time.
Whether you're into self-help, fiction, or affirmations, we're diving into how reading has shaped us as women, as individuals, and as healers of our own lives.
Get your journals ready, y'all, because this tea is pimping hot today. Let's get into it. So let's start with the heavy hitters, the books that changed our lives. The first one has been a game changer for millions of people. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Yes, that book isn't just about a journey to find treasure, it's about finding yourself. I remember the first time I read it. I sat there thinking about my personal legend. It made me ask, what's my purpose? Am I living for myself or am I just existing in someone else's story?
Exactly. And one of my favorite lines, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. That hit home. Because I used to think dreams were impossible. But this book, let me tell you, this book made me realize that sometimes the hardest part is just believing in yourself.
Next up, we have How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LePera. This book is a blueprint for healing trauma, building better habits, and getting your life together. Dee, you want to share how it helped you?
Absolutely. You know, I had to confront some hard truths about myself. I didn't know how trauma impacts everything, how I think, how I make choices, how I show up in relationships. Let me share this story. There was a time when I stayed in a relationship, like all of us. I stayed in this relationship because it felt stable. It wasn't giving me what I truly needed though. But I didn't know how to communicate that. I thought stability meant safety. But it just led me into a state of depression. Now, here's the beautiful part. That depression led me to therapy. I found a mental psychotherapist who helped me deal with my childhood wounds. I learned tools like tapping, brain spotting, and journaling. Reading became part of my healing journey. Books showed me that I didn't even have to carry those burdens anymore. I started releasing things that had trapped me, and for the first time, I made room for positive thoughts. Now, I make better choices and I set boundaries. Girl, like you don't understand. It's without any fear.
Babe, that's so powerful. And what's even more beautiful is that you turn that pain into tools for your growth. Let me jump in here because I've been there too. As a mother, I've spent years showing up for everyone but myself. My family needed me, my friends needed me. I thought I was doing the right thing by pouring into everybody. But one day, I went postal. I completely burned out, I was empty, and that breakdown was the wake-up call I needed. My inner self was screaming, pay attention to me. It wasn't easy, but I started checking in with myself first. Books gave me a new perspective. I learned I can't pour from an empty cup, and showing up for myself is how I show up better for others.
Yes, that's right, girl. Reading isn't just about knowledge, it transforms your mindset. It gives you the words to heal, the tools to grow, and the confidence to move differently. And speaking of tools, here are a few books that changed us. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. It taught me to stop sweating the small stuff and focus on what truly matters. You can't control everything, and that's okay. Another book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. A gentle reminder to focus on intention, gratitude, and flow instead of forcing outcomes.
And Scientific Healing Affirmations by Paramahansa Yogananda. Affirmations are powerful. They shift your thoughts and remind you that you have the power to heal your mind and body. All right, so here's my cup of tea this week. Books saved me. They expanded my mind, transformed my vocabulary, and showed me how to reconstruct my mindset. That's why we're sharing this today, because every woman deserves these tools.
Same here. Reading gave me clarity and focus. It reminded me that I can heal, I can grow, and I can change my story.
So what's your cup of tea this week? We want to hear about the books that changed your life.
And as always, if you feel like sharing, DM us, email us, or tag us on social media. Before we wrap up, we've created a book list just for y'all. Some of our favorite reads to inspire your healing and growth. Start with one, reflect on it, journal about it, and share with us what it taught you.
And take it a step further. Let us know how a book has changed your life. We'll share your stories in future episodes. To our listeners, thank you for joining us for Tea and Tomes. Remember, healing starts with a single step, and sometimes that step is opening a book.
So find your cup of tea this week. Start small, but start somewhere. We're rooting for you.
Until next time, stay curious, stay growing, and keep turning those pages.